Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Tonight's topic is going to be your empathy is a superpower. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So what is empathy? If you are an empath, you know exactly what this means. It means you can feel other people's emotions. You can sense the pulse of a room the minute you walk in it. You can put yourself in other people's shoes, and you certainly can feel exactly what people are going through. Having empathy, we all have a bit of empathy in us. However, the narcissist, let's rephrase that, the narcissist doesn't have empathy, let's be real, but you do if you're on the channel. Having said that, empathy is a superpower, and it's a superpower on steroids after you've come through the fire of the narcissistic abusive cycle. In other words, once you've healed and you understand exactly your worth and you understand that you come first, second, and third, and that you are the priority. Empathy is a key part. It's a key part of you, and it's a key part of what has made you you. Bear in mind, not everyone is an empath, and I'm not here to debate who is or who isn't. If you are, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and if you're not, that's fine. We are all individuals. We are all human beings on this planet called Earth, and we are all unique. That's what makes us us. So I'm not saying that an empath is anything other than what they are. Let's put it that way. Now, I am an empath, and I speak directly to you. And again, thank you very much for being here on the channel. I appreciate it. I am. I've always known I am, and I'm proud of it, and I've always been proud of it. And yeah, I've been made fun of, and yes, I've been teased, and all the things that most empaths have gone through. However, when you meet a narcissist and you are in a toxic narcissistic relationship, your empathy is used against you. It's weaponized, and it is turned against you. Keep in mind, an empath or a kind, loving individual, they want to succeed. They want to see others succeed. They want to do the right thing, always. Not just when people are looking, not just when they feel like it, always. That's what an empath does. An empath is a kind, loving individual who wants the best for other people. And they can relate. They can put themselves in people's positions and shoes and circumstances easily. And that's the beauty of an empath. There are some things to an empath, though, that we must understand, which is why this video is being created. An empath takes on a lot of other people's energy, a lot of other people's problems, issues, concerns, a lot of other people's weight. That's what an empath does. And if you are in a narcissistic relationship and you are an empath, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You are used as a sounding board, as a punching bag, as someone who wouldn't quit, as someone who continued to work for the relationship and or for the narcissist. This was weaponized against you because, of course, you did not know what narcissism was, and you did not know that you had entered a narcissistic relationship. Now, having said all those things, empathy is a beautiful thing. It's a superpower. It's absolutely to be embraced, and it's to be recognized. Many people, when they hear two words, when they hear narcissist, they think of like the person that controls everything and that is a mean, evil person that crushes the empath. And the empath is the weakling, and the empath has no control. And the empath just gets abused, used, manipulated, and thrown away like a sheet of paper on the freeway. That is how people consider an empath and a narcissist in the narcissistic relationship. Nothing could be further from the truth. What it is a narcissist is a manipulator, someone who steals other people's resources and uses these to catapult themselves from relationship to relationship, to springboard themselves and to better themselves, the whole time not caring about anybody, specifically the empath for this video. And the empath is somebody who is always constantly working for the betterment of the relationship, for the betterment of themselves, for the betterment of virtually anybody that they encounter. Now, once you're out of the narcissistic relationship, you understand, you've healed, by the way, and you've gone through the fire, and you've processed things, and you understand that, wow, perhaps it was you being a people pleaser or a yes person or not having the ability to say the word no to others that got you in the narcissistic relationship. There are many reasons why you were in the narcissistic relationship. However, I will tell you this for this video, that you, if you're watching the video and you got this far, that you had to experience the toxic narcissistic relationship to get to this moment in time. Remember, there's no such thing as a coincidence on this planet. You're meant to be here with me right here, right now. You're meant to be watching this video with me in this moment in time, because if you weren't, where would you be? That's right, you would be somewhere else, but you're not. You're here with me. Having said that, once you come through the fire and you understand and embrace your empathy and understand how it was weaponized against you, and it was used against you, and it was used in a cruel, twisted way that you never thought was possible. Once you do that, then you put boundaries in place and you understand that you come first, second, and third. You are the priority. And this is when the empath glows. This is when the empath shines. This is when the empath understands their worth. This is when the empath removes toxic relationships, not just the narcissistic relationship, but those other relationships that don't benefit them. Maybe they've had friends of 10, 20, 30 years, but they're one-way relationships. In other words, this person is contacting you, who is the empath or the kind, loving individual, and you're just a sounding board. They're always sharing their misery. They're not, misery's strong words, right? They're sharing their not happiness with you, and you're just listening to them going, yes, I understand, yes, got it. And you can't get a word in edgewise. That is a one-way relationship that needs to be removed immediately. And other things, when your new superpower, which is embracing your empathy, it can be so beneficial for this planet. It really can, because now that you understand what empathy is and that not everybody shares the same amount of empathy that you do, that's when you understand, wow, I am actually a unique and special individual. Keep in mind, we're all unique, we're all special, but empathy is a superpower. It's a emotion, it's a feeling, it's a skill, let's say, whatever the proper term is. It's something that makes you you. It's one of the characteristics, I should say, that makes you you. And this needs to be utilized, this needs to be embraced, and it needs to be not weaponized against you or anyone else. It's got to be nurtured and grown and used as an example to help other people out. That's exactly what it is. So empathy is your superpower. If you are an empath to any degree, you can be whatever part of empathy you have in you, that's a beautiful thing. You can't be afraid to show empathy because of what others may say, do, act, how they may respond. No, because if you're an empath, it means you're vulnerable. And it means you know how to let your emotions out, meaning maybe you cry, maybe you think about things a little bit longer than other people, and maybe you wish well for other people, and maybe you take action. That's exactly what you were doing, and perhaps you still do, and that's great. My hope and my suggestion for this video is, however, that use your empathy to benefit those that deserve it. Don't give it away for free. We gave it away for free in the narcissistic relationship. No longer do we do that. We now know our value. We now know that not everyone thinks the way we think, and we now know that we are a unique individual. We have a superpower. We have many superpowers, but one of them is empathy. If this resonates with you, please drop comments below. The whole point is that you need to understand this is not a weakness. It is a strength. And if you are an empath and you're on the channel, I am certain you can recognize what I'm mentioning to you. Empathy is a strength. It takes courage and devotion and commitment and dedication and fortitude to help another person out when others won't. It takes commitment, dedication, devotion, and commitment to say things and stand up for people when perhaps they can't stand up for themselves. I mention on the channel frequently the term stoicism. I am a huge believer in stoicism. Being stoic is something that we could all practice and we could all utilize if we have the patience and fortitude to do so. Empathy goes side by side with stoicism in my book. Now, empathy is something that you're born with, and it's something that you understand, and it's something that you learn also. But stoicism is something that anyone can practice if they actually put their mind to it. And these two terms go hand in hand. These two terms are instrumental in your foundation post-narcissistic relationship. These two terms will actually help you get to where you want to be. But your superpower, empathy, it is one of your superpowers. And why I say that is because in the past, people would be, I can't say ashamed to be an empath, but it doesn't get the recognition that other terms get. What it gets is kind of cast aside, like, oh yeah, you have empathy, like whatever, who cares? Especially in this world we live in today. Everybody wants everything now. Everything's about me, and everything's about take. If you have empathy and you show that you have some emotions, you actually care about other people, again, trusted loved ones or people that deserve your empathy, that's a good thing, because you can be an example for other people who may have also empathy in them, or maybe a great amount of empathy in them, and then they see you act and they're like, wow, I should do that. That made me feel good. I can contribute too. I won't be silent any longer. I won't keep my empathy to myself or just waste it. I will utilize it, and I will be proud of me being an empath. These are beautiful things. These are things that it takes people lifetimes to understand and appreciate. These are facts. If you have gone through the narcissistic abusive cycle and come through the fire after you've healed, You know exactly what I'm talking about. This is your time. This is the third version of you. Remember, there are three versions of you. There's the version of you before you met the narcissist, the version of you in the narcissistic relationship, and the version of you post-narcissistic relationship. That's how it works. It's exactly how it is. And it includes siblings too. Because before, when you were younger, you were born into the family and you lived your life, and then you understood, wow, this person's toxic, maybe a sibling, for example, or a family member. And then, okay, that's when you recognize it. But the third version of you there is when you remove yourself. Get my point? This works for anybody. It's exactly how it is. But your empathy is a superpower. It's something to be embraced. It's something to be used. It's something to not be wasted. It's something to not be hidden any longer. It's something to make this planet called Earth a better place. And like I mentioned on the channel, if not now, when? Take action. Use your empathy. Be proud of it. Embrace it. Be honored that you have it. Like I mentioned so many times, being empathetic to any degree, it's beautiful. It's a sign of character. It's a sign of strength and resilience. And who needs that more than, we all need that when we come out of the narcissistic relationship. We need to believe in ourselves because we're beaten down for so long. Now we understand, we pick ourselves up and we dust ourselves off and we say, yes, I'm free, I'm expressing myself, I'm doing what I want to do because I've come through hell and here I am. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great evening. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand if you are an empath, God bless you. If you're not, it's fine. We're all different. We're all unique. We all have positive things to offer each other in this planet called Earth. However, there is no room, no more tolerance for narcissistic abuse. No, it's gone. You understand what I'm saying? We don't tolerate it. We don't stay in the loop. We break the cycle and we move forward each and every day. Guys, wherever you are on the planet, I love you. Have a great evening, and remember, you are not alone. I'm sending you a big virtual hug. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. And go empathy. Yes. I love you guys. Good night. Bye.